Hey guys, Mark Spector Comics, and I'm back with my new comic book day best bets of the week for November 13th, 2019. Before we start, if you haven't already, please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Like I said previously, I missed last week's new comic book day because I got a little caught up with the Rhode Island Comic Con. But I'm back and ready to spend some money and trying to keep it under 30 bucks. So let's get it kicking. I know this is rather light week, so I'm going to try to narrow it down to the few books that I think is going to be worth your investing. All right, let's get it going. All right, scrolling through. I don't think there's any Dark Horse books I'm looking at this week. All right, let's off to DC. All right. Batman Graves #2. Actually, I read #1 and that was actually pretty good. I believe this is a 12-part maxi series, if I'm not mistaken. But I'm gonna hold off on that one just for right now. They do got these really cool. DC's doing these acetate covers, and a lot of them have been really nice, you know. So I don't know how long they're going on with these, but look out for those if that's something you're into. Collapser #5. It's been a pretty good read, you know, by DC's Young Animal. It's their little small series that they're doing. I've liked it, you know, and I believe there's a DC Young Animal book this week that's going to be pretty hot. As soon as we get to it, I'll point it out. We've got these cool dollar books. Always pretty interesting. But here we go. First book by here we go, by Joe Hill. Talked about this extensively the past few weeks. These Joe Hill House books, the DC Black Label, have been really good. I talked about the getting the preview, so you can, you know, get a heads up of what's coming out for all of these. They're starting from late October and going all the way through early January. So for this week, the first book is going to be Dollhouse Family #1. I read the preview. It was really good. I thought it was pretty creepy. The ending left a little bit of suspense there. So I'm going to add that to the list. This will be #1. Let's see if I can get that calculator there. There we go. There we go. First book. All right. And you also got the Jay Anceletto cardstock cover, which is actually pretty. I like that cover as well. So whatever cover you guys like, either cover A or cover B, can't go wrong with either one. All right. I know there's been some people have been liking this event, Leviathan. I haven't really been reading it. Supposedly there's the big reveal in this issue, so if you're interested in that, that could be key. There we go. Next book. Far Sector #1. So this is a great Jamal Campbell cover. It's already limited 1 per customer on Midtown. Huh. This is what I was referring back to here, the DC's Young Animal sector. It's been really good reads. There's been a lot of spec here, especially with these new female characters in these major DC labels. You know, these first appearances have been spiking quite a bit. I believe last week or the week before there was there was one issue. I think it was the Batman Beyond. There was a female Batman Beyond, and that ended up jumping in price quite a bit. So I'm expecting this one to do well as, you know, it's the female Green Lantern, supposedly. So let me just refer to Key Collector Comics real quick. Yeah. First appearance of Green Lantern, Sojourner Moline. Yep, could be the basis of what Deadline reported as the Green Lantern inspired TV series. Alright. I like it. There's 3 different covers. Sean Martinborough cover is already sold out. That's cover B. This cover C is already sold out. Wow, look at that. Alright. So, I'm thinking this is going to be a really good read. Like I said, referring back to Collapser and DC Young Animal, I thought it was a really good read. As a matter of fact, I'm going to make it my pick of the week. Been referring to eBay sales, and they've actually been selling for about 10 bucks already. So this is going to be a hot book. So if you can, or if you're interested in it, call your LCS and try to get one on hold before it gets released, because they're going to sell out fast. Alright, that's book number 2. Here's another one of these Flash acetate covers. And the cover B actually looks really cool. So for you Flash fans, might be interested in that. Alright. Scrolling through, I think that might be it for DC this week. Let me just go through quickly. Another number 1 here, Tales from the Dark, Multiverse Blackest Night. I'm going to pass on that one. Alright. These are all hard covers, so we're into Dynamite. There is nothing in Dynamite this week that piques my interest, so that's a quick pass. I think we're going to be heading off into Image or IDW. There is this Marvel Action Spider-Man number 11. Number 10 was, pretty hot because it was the first appearance of Venom in the Marvel Action Spider-Man. So if you're interested in that, this could be, this Venom Spider-Man team up. You can see the 1 for 10's already sold out, but I'm not going to recommend this because we're trying to keep it under 30 bucks. So moving onward. Alright, on to Image. So number 1 here. This is Family Tree number 1. Written by Jeff Lemire. I read the solicitation on it. I don't know. Didn't seem like I was too interested in it. It's not really up my alley. But for you people who like Image, might be interested in it. It talks about a family of a young girl who's transforming into a tree and embarks on a journey. That's not for me, so that's gonna pass. All right. Yeah, I guess that's it. Nothing from Image. All right, on to Marvel. Got Black Cat Annual, and I was talking about this before. Is anybody even reading Black Cat? Everybody's just getting him for the covers, as far as I'm concerned. So that's a pass. That's a cool facsimile. Alright. Fallen Angels Volume 2 number 1. This is, one of those spin-off X-Men titles. These X-Men spin-off titles have been hit or miss. Marauders was really good. I read that. I was very impressed with that one. But then there was another one that I was just terrible. It was New Mutants. I read New Mutants, and that was terrible. So it's a hit or miss. So Fallen Angels, if you like the Fallen Angels, you can go in for that. I'm not a fan, so I'm not gonna pick that up. Some cool covers as usual. They gotta hype up these number 1s, because otherwise they don't make any sales. But I'm not picking that up. Alright, there's got to be something for Marvel this week. Like I said, guys, bear with me. This is a rather light week. Here we go. We got Morbius number 1. I believe this is his first series, if I'm not mistaken. I don't know. Let's take a quick look. Yeah, premiere issue of a new Morbius series. I don't know about this. Who's writing this? Vita Ayala. Artist is Marcelo Ferreira. I honestly think they're only putting this out because of that Sony Morbius film that they were going to put out a while ago. That's kind of been on limbo. That's actually a pretty cool cover. But I'm actually going to pass. I don't think it's going to be worth the read. So, there we go. First Marvel pick. Punisher Soviet #1. Written by Garth Ennis. Yep, the same Garth Ennis that was writing The Boys. I think that's going to be a pretty good read, especially for you Punisher fans. I'm a Punisher fan. And, you know, the stories are always non-stop action. So it looks like he's got a first appearance as well. First appearance of Valerie Stefanovich. And it looks like it's a 6-issue limited series. So I'm going to check it out. And it's not overpriced. It's only $3.99. So you got to love Marvel for that. I'm surprised it's not $4.99 or more. So I'm going to pick that up. Don't sleep on this book. And that's actually a pretty cool cover. I like that. You know, you got that USSR, old school Soviet, you know, flag symbol in the background. There's actually some pretty cool covers. So this, you know, got some incentives in there and whatnot. But sticking to that cover A. And I think that may be it for Marvel. Let's take a look. That's actually a really cool Raza cover. Been talking about this back quite a bit. Raza is a very underrated artist. His you know, the cover arts are amazing. All right. Oh, we got the last book here for Marvel. X-Men #2. I actually like this first, you know, cover A. This looks like a cover appearance of a new villain, and referring to Key Collector. It looks like, let's see. Jeez, the scrolling struggle is real. There we go. First appearance of a High Summoner, Child of War. So, I was rambling about this a little bit. So, X-Men, it's been a hit or miss, you know, including all of the spin-offs and whatnot. I read issue 1. I thought it was just okay, you know, and considering Powers of 10, House of X was a really good read by Hickman, I was kind of expecting more. So I'm going to pick this book up. I'm going to be a little cautious about it, you know, because issue 1 was on the fence. If this one's not good, that'll be it for the series. But I'm picking it up. It's $3.99. It's worth the pick up, and that'll be that. So that's it for Marvel. Alright, off to the indies. And I don't think there's too many that I was looking at. But let's see what I can find. Alright. Disregard the banging in the background. They're doing a little bit of housework. That's a pretty cool Action Comics cover swipe there for these Edgar Allan Poe. Folklords was another #1 by Boom Studios. I read the solicitation on that one. Was not interested at all. It is limited, but you know, per one already. But I'm gonna pass on that. Here we go. So, For Real #1 by Uncivilized Books. I've never heard of this publisher, but what piqued my interest says Kirby says, "Ask not the price." So this is I was reading a little bit about this. So it's basically focusing on a time period of Kirby's art. So yeah, it's a one-shot inspired by 2 significant periods in Kirby's life. All right. Jack King Kirby is one of my favorite artists of all time. I'm gonna definitely pick this up. It's gonna be a low print run, so I'm not sure if I'm gonna be able to. But if you find this book, pick it up. It's a little pricey. It's $6, but it's a one shot. And if you like Kirby or Kirby artwork, writing, whatnot, I think you'll appreciate it. So, adding that to the list. Oop. Got $22. All right. I don't think there's too many more books in here. Some cool artwork here by Mirka Andolfo. If you're not familiar with her, she had a really good. She does a lot of art and all different. She does art on DC. She did this really good series on Image that I'm drawing a blank right now, but you probably know what I'm talking about. I'll have to add it in afterwards because I'm drawing a blank. There we go. Ruins #1. That's going to be a pass. Got this interesting cover here. It's by Mad Cave Studios, RV9 #1. Not sure. I think I saw something on here. Former assassin Velveteen has enough running from the Order of the Nine. Alright. So that's interesting. It's a cool looking cover. I don't know. I feel like these assassin stories have been written on so many different ways. I can't imagine this being any different. But I'm going to add that as my honorable mention of the week. You guys may be interested in, a lot of people love or follow, Mad Cave Studios. They do have some good stories from time to time. So like I said, that'll be my honorable mention for the week. And I think that's going to be it. Yep. All right. So how did we do? $22. I'd say that's a very successful week. Like I said, it was a very light week. So I wasn't expecting to pick up too many titles. But hey, that's how it goes sometimes. So RV9 #1 is going to be your honorable mention. And then my pick of the week, Far Sector #1. Like I said, don't go out and pay eBay prices. If you're really interested in this book, it's going to be probably low print. Call your LCS and try to get one on hold. If not, you're going to miss out. But yeah, until next time, it's Mark Spector Comics. We'll be back next week with another new comic book day best bets of the week. All right, out.